Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this week's episode, we're gonna finally dig into this Fj62 that I picked up a couple weeks ago from my buddy Chris out in Virginia Beach. We're gonna start digging through some of the boxes that came with it, just to kind of give everybody an overview of everything that came with it. We're also gonna start putting it together. As you can see, it looks a little different from when I picked it up out in Virginia Beach. And so we're gonna take you through everything that I've done in the last couple of weeks. That is gonna include putting in the lower dash implements, the AC and heating box, as well as we're gonna start putting the doors together. So I'm gonna take you through all that type of stuff, and I just wanna remind everybody, if there is stuff that you wanna see in future episodes regarding putting one of these trucks together, please leave a comment below so I can start making content of that stuff for you guys. So cheers, I hope you enjoy this episode, and we'll see you in the video. So as everybody can see, it is a complete utter mess in here. I swear it's somewhat organized. I'm working through absolutely every part of this build, trying to figure out what I have, what I don't have. Starting to put things together like the front fenders. I have the vents and the marker lights on there. I still need a couple more things. I'm gonna start putting the doors for the truck together. As you can see, the truck behind me still looks about the same as it did when I got dropped off here. Did go ahead and do a few small things, like added the transmission with the transfer case and the overdrive on it. That's already all set up there and bolted in with a cross member. Did add drive shafts. The front radiator support is in, installed lights as well as the bull bar. Some smaller things I started to mock up were, you know, the brake booster, our wipers controls, some of the shocks, and getting all the trim set in place to make sure that I have it. I did go ahead and take the entire interior out. Again, I was mocking all that stuff up to make sure that I had everything. Again, that's what today was all about, is pulling out the Fj62 stuff, which is all sitting here and laid out and ready to go back in. Still need to go through some inventory on that. Went ahead and put the rear bumper on, the rear lights, and a couple other things like the filler neck for the extended range tank that did come with this truck. So that's a really cool thing that did come here. The project is crazy. This is a huge project. I'm doing my best to just kind of go through absolutely everything that I have. Again, I don't want things getting mixed up or hurt. This stuff definitely does not need to get dented. So I'm taking my time with everything and just trying to figure out what I have. So we can go ahead and look through some of the boxes that came with the truck, but right now that's where the truck sits. And that's why today was so critical about getting all that stuff pulled off correctly so it is ready to go back on. And I'm gonna try to do a lot of that tonight. All right, first order of business is putting all of the firewall, rubber, sound deadening stuff back in. I was gonna dynamat it, but I figured I could always do that at a later time. I went ahead and brought this home off the parts truck and cleaned the heck out of it. I would say it looks pretty new, but you know, it is a used part, so it's going on really well. Just to take a note that there is a top one and a lower one. The top one does go on first, and this one then goes on top of that. So working through that, and she's almost in, and then we can start adding some parts. So if you remember earlier today, we went ahead and pulled out the automatic pedal box for the Fj62. This is an Fj60 pedal box. You can see here that this section right here is meant for the clutch pedal, as well as right there for the clutch master. I, in fact, did send this one to Chris maybe a year and a half ago, and it was packaged exactly the way I sent it to him. So kind of funny that I'm getting a lot of these parts back, but we're about to install this thing and see if we can get those pedals back. So one thing that needs to go in before the entire dash is the AC and heating stuff. So I did go ahead and pull all this stuff today. And then I remembered that Chris did not throw it all out. So I do have all his old stuff, but he did have some really interesting visions for this truck. He was gonna delete AC altogether. So from what I understand, he's told me that this section here, which is a factory delete for AC, is a super rare part. So I gotta make the decision on if I'm gonna go with AC or am I gonna roll with the classic AC stuff and running all that stuff with the V8. So just gonna think about that probably over the night. I'm gonna start trying to get some of this stuff in and see if it will mock up real nice, but that's something I gotta think about. So I cheated a little bit. I've gone through most of these boxes, but I do need to go through and find a couple more items for the truck that I'm putting on this evening. So let's start pulling out some of this stuff so I can show you actually what's in each of these containers. I wasn't able to condense a lot of it down, but to these 4 boxes, so let's check out what we got. So when I went and condensed a lot of this stuff down, I tried to put each container containing specific things like the interior, all the door stuff. Like I keep on saying, this stuff is a mess and there's a lot of extra stuff mixed in that I don't really need, but basis is we have a lot of our interior stuff, so that means our switches, all the stuff that gets input into the lower part of the dash. We got our sun visors and a whole bunch of the handles and lights. Over here we have some of the front end stuff. We have a rear hatch wiring harness. We have some AC ducting, which I definitely need for project moving forward. There's a CB radio that came with it, and this is all the door stuff. That is gonna be one of the projects that I'm gonna be taking care of here shortly. So all the chrome, everything that you would need, all the regulators, and especially since I keep talking about we're gonna be going with the wing windows. So a lot of that stuff is in there. I do have the glass for the wing windows. That will be a project in itself. I did do a video on adding wing windows, so check that out on the channel. Over here we have a lot of more interior stuff. So we have our shifter boots, our trans tunnel cover, a lot of that other stuff, a starter. We have our battery boxes in here, some of our cables. It looks like our hood cables in there. But the stuff keeps on pouring out. The more stuff that you go into these boxes, you find. Chris did a really nice job of labeling everything, so everything is bagged and tagged according to maybe which door it needs to go on, etc. There are a couple other things that came with the truck, and I'll take you through those in a minute. So one really cool thing that Chris did is he found a T100 bench seat, and he converted that over so it would fit in his 60 series. I don't know if I'm gonna go with that seat just yet. If I do, it's gonna get reupholstered to the original Toyota fabric if I go that route. It did come with another fender, actually 2 extra fenders. So if anybody's interested in maybe a metal cut from this one, the other fender has a snorkel cut and it's actually in really nice shape. We have another dash, some roof cuts, some center sections, some straps for gas tanks. I got 3 radiators, a valve cover, a spare tire carry up. I got some more of the brake lines here that need to be routed up to the truck, grills, you name it. I got another valve cover that came with it, and this is the grill that's gonna be going on the actual truck. So tons of stuff that still go through. Tonight, I really wanna make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward to getting more stuff done on this. Well, I know how hard it is to take a wiring harness out of one of these trucks. Chris supposedly built this one. Guess we'll try to put it in? Great. All right, so I got a little carried away putting the AC stuff in after I got the wiring harness in, so I'll just go ahead and explain real quick what I went ahead and did. So the wiring harness goes in, and it's the first thing that needs to go in on the firewall. It goes in on a hole on either side of the truck, and once that's in place, you can start installing the ductwork. So this piece here, which is the piece that uses to heat the glass if it ever gets fogged, needs to go on first, or it will be almost virtually impossible to get it in there, and you'll probably break it. I can't count the amount of times I've broken these trying to get them out. So basically you can set this box right here up and kind of lean it back and put this piece in, and then it will go on. It's 4 screws on the top there, along with these guys. They're labeled right, left, and these guys go right into the actual dash section. But wait, there's ductwork there, more ductwork. Oh wait, is that more over here? Oh look, I think this is some more too. Who needs this much AC? Jeez. So I successfully got the lower part of the dash in. We still have a lot of the AC and heating duct work that needs to go in. I just kind of ran out of gas for the evening, so that's gonna have to wait for another episode. But for the most part, the wiring harness for the front part of the truck is in, and most of the heating box. Steering column is 100% in and ready to roll. Unfortunately, Chris, you still have the keys for this truck, so the wheel is locked. So next week we'll try to get this all cleaned up. We are going to start getting the truck ready to have the headliner put in. So we won't be putting the top of the dash in or the glass until the headliner does go in. That's when most of the work is going to start taking place. All right, guys, I think that is going to be the stopping point for me this evening. I know that a lot of this stuff was not in-depthly gone through, especially with putting the lower bracket of the dash in. But next week, I'll try to get some more of that footage. Now, Landcruiser. Oh, Landcruiser. You have to build the doors. The door! Oh man, does that mean I have to build the doors now? Oh. So after filming this segment of the video for this week's post, I figured it might be a better thing to post separately so people can reference it as they need to use it to build their own doors. So there will be a separate video released explaining the door process, and you will be able to find it on the playlist regarding this red truck. So keep a lookout for that video this week, as it will be an extra drop to help everybody out. I know this episode was all over the place and there was a lot to take in, but trust me, there's going to be plenty more to go into this truck and more things to talk about. So if there is something specific to this truck that you want to see, since it is so stripped down and you want to learn how to do it, please reach out to me via the comments below so that I can make sure that I zero in on that stuff for future episodes. If you like this type of content and you like what I'm up to with these old Landcruisers, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel, like and share these videos, as it keeps me motivated to keep on getting back out here, digging through all these boxes and going through and putting one of these back together. So cheers, hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next week.